The Australian Grand Prix is underway, and it's a good start from the second row from Fabio Quartararo. Look at him, he's past the Ducati. Bagnaia standing still and going backwards. He did have a problem on the start. Jack Miller got past him in turn one. Quartararo is up into third. Aleix Espargaro riding around the outside of Quartararo into turn two. It's going to get very tight in there. On the inside, you saw Bezzecchi and Miller and Marini all coming close together as they come around the southern loop for the first time. Martin leads from Marquez in second. Espargaro third, then it's Bagnaia has somehow around the southern loop pulled it out of the back.
Yeah, I think he just attacked. Oh, I tell you what, Fabio Quartararo was so wide there, he's dropped back.
And Bagnaia was smoking the rear through three and got past Espargaro.
How aggressive then into, well, Bagnaia's only got one choice, and he's got the pace, and he's just going to try and attack from the word go.
Black lines being left all around this circuit that had a washing of rain overnight. It started raining at 2 o'clock in the morning, and it went all the way through pretty much until we got here earlier on today. Since then, it's dried out, but it means the rubber won't be down as it had been building throughout the weekend. So as Casey Stoner said to us on the grid, you never know here
Alex
just how
Marquez.
slippery it's feeling. Here is Alex Marquez, who has looked excellent all weekend.
Yeah, exactly. He had a crash at Siberia at one point in one of the sessions, but he's been fast and consistent, and sort of looks like he's got the pace to finish where he is now.
The only rider to crash apart from his brother in warm-up this morning in MotoGP as Jorge Martin leads them down the home straight. Marc Marquez, just like he was behind Bagnaia in qualifying yesterday, tucked right in behind the Ducati. You can see he can't lay a glove on Jorge Martin.
Oh, Miller super aggressive there on Luca Marini. So Miller. Easy to... Oh, Miller again, I tell you what, he's good into there.
Quartararo won't be able to do anything. My other concern was Espargaro there was under pressure from Miller. Miller had got through, Espargaro got back, but he had to run it wide at the southern loop. He's going to run off at the Miller hairpin, and that's going to drop him right down the order. He's on the grass. It's soaking wet out there. I don't believe it. He scored no points in Thailand, and all of a sudden, Quartararo is down and outside the points here in Australia.
He's rejoined in 22nd place. Oh, it's close between the teammates there.
Wow, Jack Miller wants to win this Grand Prix.
And this World Championship.
As we go again with Jack Miller down into MG. Is he going to make it stick on this occasion?
Yes, I think he is.
Yeah, look how close, though, the front tyre of Pecco Bagnaia was to his teammate's rear. Miller wanted to get to the front, didn't he? He was desperate to get to the front. He's got the medium option tyre. You need to sort of almost make the most of it in these early stages.
Yeah, I mean, the majority have gone for the hard. Like I said, Marc Marquez is the only rider on the soft, and there's 3 other riders on the medium. It's just hard to know. Because of the inconsistent weather we've had this weekend, no riders have put a lot of laps on tyres. So what, Rins is coming through nicely, isn't he, actually?
He's just come through on Aleix Espargaro with another twist in the championship. Pecco Bagnaia said, look, Bezzecchi's a rookie as Rins attacks. That's a classic Suzuki move here around on that Suzuki, just a flip from Dune Corner into the southern loop. A reminder that Miguel Oliveira was sent to the back of the grid as Rins comes up into the podium position. So Alex Rins from 10th on the grid. He's won here twice before. And he's knocked out Jack Miller at Miller Corner.
I knew that.
Oh, you remember the race they had here in Moto3 back in the day? He came from far too far back, and Miller is down, and he's going to be hurt because he was clattered into the side of.
That was appalling.
It might be reviewed after the race. Alex Marquez is getting a penalty for that, whatever happens, I tell you, because he has clattered into the back of Jack Miller. And it was an ugly, ugly crash. Bagnaia got past Rins, but on the brakes down into turn one, Rins a little bit wide. Around Phillip Island. Is the move going to come now for Rins? He got alongside Marquez on the previous lap, and this time he gets past Marc into turn one.
Oh!
Fabio Quartararo has now crashed out for this second time. It's an incident involving Quartararo. He is out. He's scoring no points. I just saw the live championship go up by a point. I'm thinking, well, he's just got into the points. What's happened? He has crashed out of this race. Suddenly, Alex Rins, there it is. We've seen it already a couple of times. He's going to run wide here. Marquez was looking close. On the inside of Jorge Martin. He's going to have to allow Martin to go through.
Yeah, Martin got it back there, didn't he?
Yeah, because Rins ran wide.
Exactly.
Martin gassed it, but Marquez was also
Do you know what it's like? It's like we were anticipating the start of the race, believe it or not. Everyone's, there we go, the inside.
Oh, that's tight in there. Martin goes from the lead to fourth place. Rins takes over. Bagnaia made the move. I tell you what, Pecco Bagnaia is thinking, Quartararo's out of this race. I could almost win this championship today. He's not going to have the power to hold Bagnaia at bay into turn one. Will he be able to swoop that Suzuki into the southern loop, back into the lead? No. Bagnaia wise to it. Alex isn't a bad lad. He wouldn't have wanted to ruin Jack's race at all, as Marquez has seen Bagnaia hit the front and thinks, I have to be there.
Yeah, Bagnaia is going for it, isn't he?
It's almost like the perfect combination to make that bike work with cool temperatures as well.
Exactly. It's such an opportunity for Marc Marquez to win. Oh,
not with Alex Rins coming through like that. And look who comes back into the mix. Jorge Martin straight away. Marco Bezzecchi trying to fight back. But Martin is up into fourth after that little switcheroo.
What is it, one podium in 9 races?
Oh, here we go. Here's another move now from Jorge Martin at the hay shed. Hello, Jorge. Back into it, up to the podium spots, into third. Here comes Marquez into MG corner. This is where he had that miracle save yesterday, and he opens the door enough for Bezzecchi to come through. When was the last time we really talked about Alex Rins? He's
about 7 years ago.
Since
I mean, it feels like that though, doesn't it?
Well, his best result since fourth in Portugal.
What a move that was by Bezzecchi.
Oh, I thought he had to go deep at turn one, and he didn't.
Marquez getting beaten up here. He will not be liking that.
By the Ducatis. It's like the Suzuki can stick with the Ducati, but the Honda can't, strangely. So Alex Rins is leading the way now. We see Bagnaia just power past, and Bezzecchi's also going to come through. Oh, that's going to get tight. Bezzecchi staying in the corner though at turn one. Is he going to lay it down across Rins? He does. That's stunning, absolutely stunning from Marco Bezzecchi. And providing a little bit of
he thought about
defense. I think he did think about it. Oh, and while he thinks about it, Marc Marquez watches Alex Rins fire through. What a beautiful shot of Rins coming through the front of your picture there.
And back comes Rins. It's so close. This is why we love Phillip Island.
Ooh, I think we're starting to get to that point, Neil, where I just saw them all sliding up the tyres through Stone.
The gloves are on.
Oh, Marquez, how did he get that stopped? How on earth did he get it stopped? I thought he had to clatter through Rins, but no, he runs wide and Martin comes through. Yeah, and you know what, Cal Crutchlow, I heard Razlan Razali saying around the paddock, can we, any chance we could have signed him up a little bit earlier? Because it just
Marquez up the inside here.
Yeah, he has to. He has to, and he's going to do it.
Squared him off perfect, and that was all coming out of turn one.
And when they come across the line, 3 laps to go in the Australian Grand Prix, and Alex Rins got a bit of a run on Marco Bezzecchi here, down into turn one. Bezzecchi so late on the brakes, surely can't get that stop. And Marquez trying to find a way through as well. But Bezzecchi hangs on again.
Yeah, so he ended up squaring turn one off, didn't he, really? Marquez is trying around the outside to then cut to the inside.
Down towards turn 3. As Alex Rins done it, he's done that on a couple of occasions. It looks beautiful when Rins comes through on that inside at turn 2.
And then this is going to be tight.
Marquez,
this is going to be tight.
Marquez, how has he got it stopped again?
No idea.
Sideways into the Miller corner. You could hear the crowd collectively hold their breath and, I don't know, groan. They were worried that there was going to be a collision, and Marquez got it stopped. He's up to third. They are on the threads now of those Michelin tyres as they power down the straight. There is 1 lap to go. 2 3/4 miles of this beautiful racetrack in Victoria in Australia. Who is going to be victorious? I don't know which way it's going, but Alex Rins and Marc Marquez have to work our way through, and Rins into the southern loop. He
Marquez
goes
up the
deep
inside.
through. Marquez will try and
It's going to be
stop him.
tight.
It is going to get tight. Bagnaia will have the drive down towards Stoner Corner, but it's Rins now leading. Remember the battle they had at Silverstone a couple of years ago, but it could be about to be replayed as Rins powers through Stoner a little bit wider for him as they head down towards the Miller hairpin. It's Rins from Marquez in second, Bagnaia now in third, Bezzecchi in fourth.
And if you're Bagnaia now, you have to think a little bit about the championship. You can't go crazy. You can't go for 25 points. He knows that Quartararo is out.
Rins and Marquez in front are not going to challenge for the championship this year. They are just looking to become the 7th winner of this brilliant MotoGP season. Through the hayshed they go, surely into MG one final time. Marquez goes for the wider line. Rins undoubtedly, look how close Marquez is, over the top of Lukey Heights. Rins has to try and close the door. Can Marquez perform the cutback on this occasion? He can't do so. It's going to be about the run to the line.
He's going to set it up to pass him into the last corner. He's got the perfect line. He has to get the drive here, and he's going to dart to the inside.
The rear was pumping for him. He was protesting as he comes through the final corner. And Alex Rins, in Suzuki's final season of MotoGP, is going to win the Australian Grand Prix. Marquez can't do anything. He takes second. Bagnaia is third. Bezzecchi is in fourth. Bastianini took fifth across the line. Marini sixth. Martin 7th, Zarco in 8th, and Aleix Espargaro will be almost out of the championship, but thanks to Alex Rins and Marc Marquez.
What a race.
There is life in Aleix Espargaro's championship. He is 27 behind. What an Australian Grand Prix.